Jason parked his car in the underground garage of his apartment building. The engine was off, but he stayed inside. He stared at nothing and his hands rested on the steering wheel. He didn't want to go upstairs. He had lost his job 3 weeks ago. Every morning, he left home as usual, wearing the same jacket, carrying the same backpack. He told his wife he was going to work. Instead, he went to the public library. He sat there for hours, looking at job websites. Jason was an IT engineer. He was in his 40s. He had worked hard for more than 15 years. Late nights, weekend overtime, endless deadlines. Now, the company he worked for closed suddenly. He had already sent out many resumes, refreshed his email again and again, and was still waiting. But no one replied. Sometimes he read the same page again and again. He was not really reading. He was just trying to look busy. Today was harder than usual. The mortgage payment was coming soon. It took almost 2/3 of his income. The unemployment benefits could cover only 3 months. If things didn't change, they were at risk of losing their home. They might have to leave the city and go back to their hometown. Jason didn't want that. He believed that if he worked hard enough, life would be stable. But now, everything felt very fragile. He wasn't afraid of hard work. He was afraid that all those years of studying, all those nights of exhaustion, might lead him right back to where he started. Sitting in the car, he felt regret. He thought about his life. He had no hobbies, no side skills, no second plan. His whole life was work. And now, the work was gone. After a long moment, Jason took a deep breath. He opened the car door and went upstairs. Gina was in the kitchen. Their baby was sleeping peacefully in his little bed. His wife, Gina, had been a full-time mom for almost 2 years. They decided to have a baby after 5 years of marriage. They had planned it carefully. They had some savings, so Gina quit her job to take care for their baby. Jason held his baby for a moment. The baby was small and quiet. His wife smiled at him. For the first time that day, his heart felt a little calmer. Dinner was ready. The light in the room was warm. He did not feel hungry, but he helped set the table. That night, before sleeping, Jason decided to tell Gina everything. Gina listened in silence. Then she cried. Not because he lost his job, but because he didn't tell her the truth. "You didn't trust me," Gina said softly. "I didn't want you to worry," Jason explained. "I wanted to protect our family and give you and our child a stable home." Gina looked at him and said, "A home isn't built by one person. It's a shelter for two. We need honesty. We need trust." Jason understood. That night, he made a decision. He decided to put aside his pride and take a manual job. The next day, Jason became a delivery worker. The work was tiring. The pay was okay. But it was honest. Yet between work and on weekends, he kept applying for IT jobs. Gina also adapted to their new life. She woke up early every day. She studied while the baby slept. After months of study, she got a nutrition certificate. Later, she began to share nutrition tips online. She earned some money and took care of the child at the same time. Slowly, money started coming in again. Life was still busy, still tiring, but they were no longer hiding from each other. 6 months later, Jason received an offer. He returned to his original job. It was not a miracle. It was not easy, but they made it together. Jason realized some important things. A career can disappear. Plans can fail. Pride can become a burden. But when two people choose honesty instead of fear, and take action instead of giving up, even hard times can pass. Sometimes, The way forward starts at home, with the people beside you. Thank you for watching. See you next time.